Ladies and gentlemen, Project X. Tonight is Thursday night. Project X. It's me and Zach Royal. I am the Destroyer, James Davenport. So we got to break down a little bit of Zach Royal again, flip-flopping bases, because that's what Zach Royal does. So you were doing a credibility check. Cool with me, Davenport. Maybe you're the one who may have forgotten a bit more than you think, and I get it all. That carbon monoxide running through you, running wild in your system. May have you a tad bit off, but you are correct in the sense that when it was more so a soft brand lock and traveling across brands was possible if you were in a tag team or a championship or championship matches. If you remember, Davenport, it was also if you were able to get managerial approval. Yeah, you're talking about your debut against Tenacious B, who is also a tag champ and all-star champion. But here's the thing. Now you want to say that, now I never said you were a solo tag guy. But let's break it down for you. Let me roll back up to your other one where you said, right around the time that KXT was closing. Let's see where it is, right here. I never said you never gave me props on the match back then. We still had a mutual respect, so I'm sure you did, but come not too long after that match, a month and a half later, KXT's closing its doors. I'm drafted up to Platinum, and you are off to the tag division. See, that's where I gave you nothing, you say. I gave you nothing. You don't even remember the props I gave you back then, Zach Royal. And see, this is why you are who you are, and this is why I think you did the shit that you do. You make the decisions brashly because you don't remember half the shit that you want to say you do. And right there, you're saying that I was off to the tag division. I was already in the damn tag division, Zach Royal. So I wasn't off to the tag division. I was off to the main roster just like you. But I was pulling double duty. I was doing the tag division plus singles division. So that's where we differ, Zach. So yeah, you were saying I was off to the tag division. There I proved you wrong just off your own words. Just by reading your own statement. I'm off to Platinum. You were off to the tag division. So tell me you didn't say it. Again, Zach Royal, tell me you did not say that. See, this is the thing with you, Zach. You flip-flop. You cannot keep something straight. That's what half you people do in this thing. You don't know how to keep your story straight. You said it right there. I was off to the tag division. Well, you were off to Platinum. So tell me you didn't say it, Zach. Tell me you didn't say it. But I mean, you say a lot of shit. You forget what you say. So let's continue breaking this down. So right there, I just found you off on one where you did say what you're trying to say you didn't say. You're saying that I'm reading between the lines and pulling from complete in the tag division as far as it is concerned. Post KXT, you went off to the tag division. But I didn't. I was in both divisions. I was doing single matches. I was doing stories with Floki. I was doing stories with other people in the singles division. I was off doing singles division stuff. Well, keeping the tag team up and going. Before I decided that it was time to end it because it wasn't going anywhere. But see, that's the thing. That's where you said what you said, and there ain't no reading between the lines. You clearly said it. That's the thing, Zach Royal. You're the one who clearly said it. Yeah. Oh boy, then we get to where instead of reading and understanding, you read and react, and in your reaction you made some interesting statements. However, before I get into that, I want to clear this up. What was actually said was, you were right, not I was right. See, in all honesty, don't care what most people have to say or how they feel about my decisions. However, I said you were right that I chose to follow my mentor, that it wasn't focused on me and if I wanted and could have stayed as a Vibes guy. Well, see, I just read what you said. Again, I just went off what you said. I can't help you said what you said, Zach Rowe. I mean, you want me to break that down too? Because we can go right back to that too. Because, anyways, James, you're right. I made the decision to follow the man I owed everything concerning my career between those ropes. Well, see, again, this is where I said what I said. You are giving him all the credit when all the credit should have went to Nova Vibes. See, I never said nothing about you staying a Vibes guy or going and going. I said the decision you made based off of who you thought made your career was wrong. Nova Vibes made your career. Nova Vibes made his career. So that's where I say your decision was wrong in what you made, because you decided to follow somebody and then crumbled and let the shit crumble around you. That's what I was saying. And see, right here, all I gotta do is read what you said, Zach Royal. All I gotta do is come right to what you said. And I get my facts. You want to try to spin this however you can to make yourself look good because you made the wrong decision. The decision you made to try to save your group that you were a part of because you felt like he was the one that made your career, even though truthfully, and I'm going to say this, factually, it was Nova Vibes who made your career, Zach Royal. And you decided to stiff her for that, and then not even a week later, that dies. And you're the only one left. Now, see, again, you go off on, Jaden Young made the same decision. Well, Jaden Young instantly saw that it was the wrong decision and came back and apologized to Nova Vibes about what he did because it was in the wrong of even leaving, and that's why he's part of the Vibes Goons. Now, see, this is the whole thing, Royal. I can read exactly what you say, and I don't have to spin it anyway because I'm just reading exactly what you say and reacting to what you're saying. And it's just the facts of the facts, and you don't like facts. I mean, you have given me all the ammo, and then you get mad that I'm taking the ammo and I'm just popping them off left and right. See, that's the thing, Zach. That is the difference between me and you. I will come out here and I will say exactly what needs to be said. You, on the other hand, sit here and jump the fence back and forth, trying to flip-flop to make yourself look good. What are you, some kind of politician? Want to flip-flop and make decisions based off of what you think the people want to hear, Zach Royal? That's what it is, because you don't like the fact that I take exactly what you say. Exactly what you say. And I don't have to spin it. I can just read exactly what you say and react to it and give it what it deserves. Now, let's continue. Because I didn't say nothing about you could have stayed a Vibes guy, this or that. I just said you made the wrong decision. It was Nova Vibes who made your career. That's just going off what you said. Hey, you're not wrong. And if I hadn't already credited Nova for my certain monuments in my career multiple times already, then you might have gotten me there. But see, then again, you just, in that line right here, let me go back to that. Anyways, James, you're right. I made a decision to follow the man I owed everything. Zach Royal, you said it right there. I owed everything to him. You didn't say to Nova. You said to him. Now, see, now you're flipping it here. Now you're flip-flopping, Zach. You can't stay on course. You can't stay on your piece. You cannot die on your hill without flip-flopping. I've died on the same hill since I left NPR. I left NPR to make Ellis better, to make myself better, and to make FMW better. Now, see, Zach, I have not flipped, I have not flopped, I have not changed the narrative of what I did, unlike you. Now, see, that's the difference between me and you, Zach. You can't sit on your hill and die on your hill. You have to flip-flop. Now, you want to come at me and try to act like I have forgotten more than what you have forgotten. No, I'm just taking what you're saying, and I'm just spitting the facts on it, Zach Royal. See, and that's the difference here. I die on the same hill, and I have not changed my narrative once. You, on the other hand, and I've proven it just in your last promo to this promo, have flip-flopped. That's what you do, Zach. That's what you do. You flip-flop. You flip-flop so much that it's funny as shit because you think you're the right one in this moment. But I'm proving you wrong just by taking everything you say from one promo to the next. Because now you're saying that Nova, I'm right, Nova did it, but I've already given her all the credit and blah, 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 blah. But you didn't. The promo before, you said you owed everything to him. Not Nova. You said you owed everything. Let me say that again for everyone in the back. Zach Royal, you said you owed everything to him. And that's why you followed the system when you left the Vibes guys. You didn't say, I owed Nova everything. No, you said I owed him everything, not Nova. You did not credit Nova for shit, Zach Royal. And that's the thing right here. That's what pisses me off in this whole interaction, is I gotta come out here and prove you wrong promo to promo, and it's easy as shit. All I gotta do is read it. And you say I'm reading in the lines. There ain't no lines to read. I'm just reading what you said from promo to promo, Zach Royal. And see, this is the thing. This is why I am who I am and you are who you are, Zach Royal. This is why you are in the predicament you are in. Now you're trying to act like you are the foundation of this business. But see, I am the Goons Destroyer. I am the Destroyer, James Davenport, and I have never changed my narrative on what I am and what I do. I still come out here and give the new guys opportunities. Win, lose, or draw. When have I changed that, Zach Royal? Now see, this is the biggest thing with me and you right now, is you flip-flop your narrative to make it sound good, to make yourself sound like the savior of SMW. When in all, you made the wrong choice, and now you're starting to regret that choice. After you flip-flopped on that too, because back then you said you weren't regretting your choice, that you made the choice, and you're going to stand on that hill, and you're going to die on that hill. But then you go back into that last promo, and you said that you have regrets for the decision you made because you should have sat back and thought about it. Now see, Zach, that is the thing. And that's why I am who I am, because I am the man who brings the facts out in everything. See, and you can't say I've changed because I'm maybe a little more of an asshole, but at the same time, I still give these new guys an opportunity, like I did Craig Disdain. Because see, I could have just ended it right at the PLE and not gave him the very next opportunity where he decided to take the count out. Then I gave him an opportunity to beat me in a last man standing match. See, Zach, that's what I do. I give people opportunities. They want to come out here, run their mouth like you do. I just have to take what you say and show where you do not stay on credit. You flip-flop more than anything in the world, and I have it right here from your last promo to this promo right here. Because now all of a sudden, I should have owed my career to Nova. Hey, you're not wrong. And if I hadn't already credited Nova, but you didn't credit Nova. You credited him, the man who is not here any longer because of the decisions that were made. You gave him everything. You owed him everything, hence why you followed him. See, that's the biggest thing right there, is how you're flip-flopping back and forth like some kind of politician trying to pander their way into the election. Just the facts there. Just the facts there, Zach Royal. Just the facts for a minute. Just the way you change your story from promo to promo. Then you might have gotten me there. But I just did. I just proved you wrong in that one line. That's the biggest thing right there. I can rant all I want, but I just proved you wrong. And you can say that, oh, then you would have got me. But I did. I just showed you where I got you. Because what did you say? Exactly. My point. Take that, cash that check, and learn how to die on the hill. Learn how to die on your narrative like I have. When I left NPR, I did not change what I was doing. My reasoning was to bring out the best big bad Anthony Ellis and to be the best destroyer James Davenport. What have I done? Went through a best of 7 with Anthony Ellis. Helped him learn to acknowledge himself as the Heart of Platinum champion back then. Took me 6 weeks to get him to finally acknowledge himself before he lost the title. But still, the fact of the matter was, I gave him the ability to find that big bad Anthony Ellis that was the ass-kicking champion that he should have been. Now, see, Zach, that's the thing. That's the thing that just completely just throws me off with you, is how you flip-flop and then think you're fucking smart on it and think you're going to pass it by me saying, well, you would have got me there if I hadn't already credited Nova. But I just proved where you didn't credit Nova because you gave all your credit to one man that you followed when you made your mistake of following. That's the facts of life, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the thing about Zach Royal. He is not a man who will die on his hill. He will flip and jump from hill to hill because he does not understand the concept of dying for the narrative that you have already spun in this company. Let's break this down a little more. This is going to be a long-ass video just because you had to make me do this. There's not a day I went into her office asking to be put into anything, a shortcut to anything. Well, I guess if you didn't count colluding to take the FPW Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion off Eric Myers. But the more you read down, you see I was talking about when it came to the in-ring things, because I went from not being able to win matches to competing on even, if not higher levels than some of the top talent here in SMW. Well, see, Zach, the thing and the facts of the matter is you should have owed everything to Nova. You should have had Nova's back from the start, and you decided to put all your basket on one man who you said you owed everything. And that's the bottom line of this whole interaction. So you talk about all this, that Miss Vibes set up the opportunity she felt I deserved here and there, well, being a confident throughout my career, but when it comes to stepping in that ring and getting the job done, neither of them could fight for me. Blah, 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 blah. That's all it is, Zach. That's all it is. Because now you're coming out here saying, oh, I did this all on my own because I figured out how to win. Good for you, but you don't know how to die on the hill, and you don't know how to die for the narrative that you tried to spin once you left the Vibes guys. See, that's the whole thing in this whole incident here, Zach Royal, is I'm going to outsmart you, I'm going to outplay you, I'm going to out-mind game you, because I can just take what you said and take what you said in one promo to the next promo and watch you bump back and forth on your different narratives. The next thing I truly have issue with is this play the victim narrative and switching up narratives. I never asked nor asked to be the victim in this, let alone anyone to see me as one. Yet the facts are facts, right? I never made the call to leave Nova. Hell, I didn't even know about the move. But you still went with the move. That's the fact of the matter here. That right there is everything I'm talking about. Now, you say you don't want to be the victim. You say you don't want this or that, but you're playing the victim pretty damn well with the way that you jump narratives left and right. And now you want to act like, oh, I don't do that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm Zach Royal. I don't do that kind of stuff. But you do. I've proven it right here between your last promo to this promo. Then I could go back further and see you jump from that one back to this one, from that one to this one to this one to that one to this one to hill to hill to hill to hill to hill. That's the whole thing here, Zach. That is the whole thing here. Your biggest issue is you do not die for the narrative that you spun. Because when you left the Vibes guys, you said you owed everything to the best in the world. You said you owed everything to the system. And then when it died around you, then you started to feel regret because the decision you made led to something that was even more catastrophic. But see, ladies and gentlemen, I've already talked for 20 damn minutes on this subject. I have proven it left and right where he jumps narratives, where he jumps hills, where he does not die on the hill he was standing on, where he gave credit to someone else, but now he's trying to give credit back to Nova to make himself look good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Destroyer James Davenport. I am the one and only NASCAR driver. I am Mr. Destruction, King of Chaos, Master of everything of it. I am the co-owner of Gold Mine Race Team. I am a member of the VODs Goons. And see, ladies and gentlemen, I am the problem. Because why am I the problem? Why am I your problem, Zach? Because I can prove you wrong in every instance that you try to spin your narrative, try to change your narrative, try to make yourself look like the savior of SMW, even though you are not. So, Zach Royal, when we fight tonight, win, lose, or draw, I do not give a shit. I'm coming out there to beat your ass one way or another. I don't care if you end up pinning me, submitting me, taking a count out. I do not give a shit. Just the fact of the matter is I just proved you wrong in everything that you just said in this promo right here without even having to go out and break down the whole rest of whatever the hell you said right here and this and that. Because see, that is the thing here. You are not the foundation of SMW. You are a hill jumper, a narrative jumper, and trying to play victim even though you're trying to say you're not playing victim, though you're playing victim because you're giving all your credit to one man for everything you had in your career when they all should have went to one woman and you should have had her back instead of their backs. But you made the wrong decision. So, ladies and gentlemen, see you tonight on Project X. See you tonight when me and Zach Royal, the Royal Powerhouse, goes to war. Because I do not care about the wins or the losses. I just care about making sure that people truly understand what type of person you are, Zach Royal. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your day. I will see you all tonight. And that was everything.